beautiful people. Today we are doing what was going to be my birthday video, but I decided to do the playlist video instead, which is on the VEDA playlist, which you can find in the description box. Let's get started. These are my 14 lessons and blessings of my 19th year. I turned 19 2 days before my freshman year of university began. Those of you who don't know, I am a theater major at Belhaven University. The majority of my 19th year was spent away at college or in a pandemic at home worrying about the world. So with that in mind, here are my lessons and blessings. Number 1 is endurance. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, I did not write down, usually when I make videos like this, I have a paragraph for each one. I didn't do that this time because I was just spouting out words as I thought of them. Endurance. I think what I meant by this is I have this capability of I'm going to keep going. Once I've set my mind to something, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to do it. There were a lot of times freshman year that I wanted to quit, and a lot of times that I almost just didn't go back to school after the weekend. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. But I kept going, and there were so many hard situations that I could have just backed out of, but I saw them through to the end, and endurance is a blessing. Right up there is strength. A lot of these words are very similar. I was making this hard for me. Strength. I am a very weak person, but I'm also a very strong person. I like to do things with my strength that I technically should not do, and I'm talking physically mainly with this one, but also spiritually. I'm strong when I let God have what He's supposed to carry, and I don't try to control my life because I should not do that. I am very weak when it comes to that, but there's a lot of strength in just admitting that you need help. And there's strength in getting up every day when you just want to be dead. And there's so much strength in ourselves. And if we can realize that it's there, we are automatically stronger because we can use that tool if we know that we are actually engaging in it. If we tap into it fully, we're so much stronger. Number 3 is love. I have a lot of love for a lot of things. I love a lot of people. I love nature so much. I love myself. I love my capabilities and my disabilities. There's just so much love, and I've realized over the past year just how much love I am capable of giving. And I don't always expect anything back. Actually, most of the time I just give and I give and I give and I don't expect anything back. And sometimes I run myself dry because of that, because all I want to do is make other people happy and see them blessed. And there's just so much love in the world. If we could just see it and grasp it and use it. I love love. Also, I realize that might be one of the most Leo things I have ever said. But there it is. Number 4 is passion, and this goes right along with love. I am so passionate about so many things. Music and dancing and my friendship, and just there's so much. And passion is one of those things that drives me. It's the reason that I'm pursuing my career. It's because when I perform, there's this passion that just spreads all over me that I can't replicate. And there's 6 things in this world that make me truly passionate, and I'm pursuing 3 or more of them in my career, and I feel so blessed to be able to do that. Passion is such a necessary tool. One thing that I've been telling a lot of people is if you have the passion for it, then you can learn how to do it. You can learn skills, but you can't learn how to be passionate. Number 5 is empathy. Empathy is one of my strongest suits of armor. I have been truly empathetic since I cannot even remember when it began. If you're in pain, I feel your pain. If you're happy, I'm happy with you. If you're laughing, I'm laughing. It's just, I am very empathetic, and I am very thankful for that, because going into college, it was something that was really important in helping me relate to other people and understand why teachers are teaching the way that they're teaching. And just empathy is one of my favorite words. One of my other strong suits is intuition, and it goes right up there with empathy. I'm a very highly intuitive person. I oftentimes can know what you're going to say before you say it, and it's not because I'm psychic, it's just because I'm thinking along the same lines as you are. I see patterns in life to know how things are going to end up a lot of the time, and it's very good for problem solving and for seeing worst case scenarios and sometimes being able to avoid worst case scenarios. Number 7 is courage. It takes a lot of courage, especially when you have anxiety, to leave the house. Some days it takes a lot of courage to get out of bed. Some days it takes a lot of courage to speak up in class, to tell people that you're hurting, to tell people that you need help, or that whatever. It takes a lot of courage to live every day. I don't think a lot of people realize just how hard it can be. And there's just some people who are more courageous than others, and that's okay. If courage is something that you need to work on, then pat yourself on the back, because realizing that you need to work on it is the first step in working on it. Number 8 is vulnerability. I'm not good at being vulnerable. I am not a very trusting person. I have a lot of trust issues. A lot of trust issues. I have since I was very little. I was in a relationship earlier this year, and there was a point in the relationship where my brain was beating me up because I wanted to trust this person, but I didn't want them to hurt me. And I told my mom that, and she's like, look, you can keep protecting yourself and blocking them out, or you can let them try. And I was just like, okay. And so the thing with vulnerability is we shouldn't let all of our walls down, because when you do, you get very badly damaged, and it takes so long to rebuild walls. And the walls are there for a reason. You have learned and you're growing. But if someone says that they love you, you have to let them try to love you, because if you don't, then you're just going to wonder why you're not being loved for the rest of your life, and it's just because they can't actually get to you to love you. Number 9 is forgive. Forgiveness is one of those things that you have to do on a regular basis every day, and it's just like, someone says something rude, forgive them. If someone cuts in line, forgive them. Constantly, forgive, forgive, forgive. It's actually a skill to be like, it is truly okay. Like, please don't do it again, but it's okay. Number 10 is poetry. I have written so much poetry as a 19-year-old. At first, they just started as little scenes, and then I just started spilling out words and writing them down and just saving them in my draft box. And seriously, if anybody ever scrolls through my Gmail draft box, they're gonna find a lot of stuff that they probably wish they didn't find. But I've written so many poems as a 19-year-old, and it's one of those things that I'm not a poet. I'm just not. Sometimes I write pretty thoughts and that's it. But really this year I've written so many thoughts down. It's like I'm a poet now, and I don't know what to do with it because I don't really want a lot of people to read them. But yeah, poetry has been a blessing to just let myself feel things on paper. One of the absolute blessings of being a 19-year-old is all of the friendships that I developed and all the friendships that I made. I was convinced going into college that I was going to be an absolute loner and not have any friends, and I am so thankful that I am wrong, because I made some of my best friends ever just in freshman year of college, and I kept friends from high school and middle school too. A lot of my friends are online friends due to school and worldwide stuff, but having friends is such a beautiful thing, and when friends truly get you and truly care for you, it's just such a magical experience. Number 12 is humility. Pride goes before the fall. It's a true thing. We're all just trying our best, and I think if we realize that it goes right with empathy, the world would be a kinder place and we would be a happier people. So yeah, don't get too full of yourself. You always have so much more to learn. Number 13 is timing. Timing is, I'm not going to say everything, because the truth of the matter is you can't control timing. That's the hard part, because you have to just kind of believe or have faith or hope that things are going to turn out the way that they're supposed to turn out when they turn out. But there were a lot of things when I was 19 that I was just like, well, that wasn't me, because like that timing could not have been better or worse. And like there were so many things looking back. It's like if I had made this decision, I wouldn't be here right now. There were so many situations like that. I could make an entire video of times that happened, and just like being thankful that you're always where you need to be, even if right now it's inconvenient for you to be here. In 3 months, you're gonna look back and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I was there and not there, because they needed me there right then. And it's why I believe in God, because I could not, if things happened the way that I wanted them to happen all the time, I would be dead right now, because I don't know the grand scheme of things, and as much as I can look into the future and see the patterns and expect what's going to happen, I'm not always right. And right now, like sometimes in the moment, I have such a hard time knowing where I am and what I'm doing for everyone around me, because I'm looking ahead so far, and God says, no, your timing is right now. Right, what you're doing right now is going to help you then. So stop worrying about then and live here. And it's like, timing, guys. It's important. It's got your back, I promise. This last one is something that I have been saying for years, but I've been saying it a lot as a 19-year-old as well. And it goes something like this. The people that you need and the people that you love, the people that love you, are going to stick around no matter who you are, what you become, what you do, or how you change, because the people who truly love you and truly need to be in your life are there for the long ride, and they will forgive you, and they will accept you, and they will help you and encourage you on your true path, and it has nothing to do with what they want for you or from you. It's just them wanting the best for you. It's one of those things that I've been saying to people for years, and there was a moment this spring where my dance teacher from high school had said, you've opened up so much, like you're such a more confident person now. And I went home and I texted my boyfriend and I said, I think I figured out why I'm so free now, so more free than I was. And I think that it's because I realized that I'm living my life for me and the people who love me. And the people who don't love me and who hate me and who want what's bad for me, they don't get to have a say, because I'm not living my life for them. I am going to be exactly who I need to be for the people who need me right now, and I don't have to be anything with the people who don't need me right now. And that's something that's really important to keep in mind, especially in the performing arts, because it's like we're performing a story for an audience, but not everyone's always going to like you. You're not always going to get yes when you audition for something. Most of the time, you get told no a lot of the time about everything. And that's okay, because it goes right with timing, and you're going to be who you need to be when you need to be. And if they say no, you're either the wrong person for them right now, or, there's something better for you. And that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to please everyone. You just have to be who you are for you. And the right people are going to stick around, I promise. So yeah, that's our rambly video for today. When this video goes up, it will be Thursday the 20th of August 2020, which is VEDA Day 20, and I am so proud of myself for having 20 videos up without missing a day. Like, I am just blown away. I don't think I've ever done this well with VEDA, and I'm so proud of myself. Hopefully I can keep it up in the first week of school. We will see. That being said, tomorrow, as of this video going out, I am moving back to university, so please say a prayer for me and my family, because it's going to be crazy trying to get everything where it needs to be again, and I'm so excited to meet my new suite mates and see my friends and start the new semester, even though it's going to be complete chaos. I always love hearing what lessons you're learning at what age you are, and I love it when people right before their birthday look back and it's like, what is the biggest thing that you wish you had known last birthday before you turned this new age? So I would love to hear from you. What are the lessons that you're learning recently? What do you wish people had told you about the age that you are now? Did any of these ring true for you? I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy VEDA! Also, I realize it's probably hard to take me seriously with the pigtails. I'm sorry, it's the mood that I was in this morning. I kind of looked like Harley Quinn a little bit earlier, almost. Like, I had a pink and black bow, and it was kind of fun. I will talk to you tomorrow. Toodles.